Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread here for Sunday, June 8th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe and hey, give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. And hey, just before we get to the three plays we got going, we got game two of the NBA back as well here. So two baseball for you and then one NBA prediction from us here at Cover the Spread. We'll get the cappers, see how their weekend's been rolling along, and then we'll get to Sunday's plays. So we got Ramon to kick us off here. How are you doing here on this Sunday, Ramon?
That's going to take some work to meet up with the thrills we've seen in the last few postseason games, and including the game one of the NBA. But hey, we'll try tonight. Maybe it'll be another thriller. The odds say not, but we'll see what happens.
Right? The odds say not, but when have the odds makers been right? We're just trying to cover the spread here. So we've seen some pretty good finals games in both sports. So we can't. I am for one not complaining about the finals in the NBA because as Ron alluded to, it wasn't a blowout. So nobody wants to see a 38 to look. They're up by 38. I think most people would have turned the channel and not watched the basketball game finish out. So good on that to keep it competitive. That's what we love. Some competitive spots. So and let's see what happens here tonight. How you doing here, Al, on Sunday?
Man, I only turned the TV off, but I wouldn't be surprised if a few fans started walking out that stadium thinking they had the game all locked up. But before that Pacers comeback, and hey, another great Pacers comeback. We'll take it as fans. As you said, a lot more exciting than blowouts. So, as you said, both hockey and basketball have been great games so far. Hopefully, we get some more great action. We definitely had the script down for game one, and let's see how we can get it for a game two.
Definitely. Let's get on over to it. So we got to kick us off with some MLB to get us started here. And the first game we're looking at to get us started here on the Sunday slate, we got the Marlins taking on the Rays. This is Al's game. He's going to get us started. Miami or Tampa here on Sunday.
Yeah, we got the early day game in here in Tampa, and big pitching advantage for the home team here with Drew Rasmussen getting the start over what looks like Anthony Veneziano opening up for the Marlins, and what looks like to be a bullpen game for them. It's going to be a tough matchup for them. Yes, they looked great on Saturday, but again, I think Rasmussen comes out here and slows them down. If not, shuts this offense down or gets as close as it gets to shutting down an offense, I guess. And yeah, massive price on the home team here, but we're getting some value on the run line here. I'm usually careful with the home teams laying that -1.5. I usually like getting my full 9 innings or being guaranteed a full 9 innings when I lay that run line. But with this pitching matchup and gotta like the Rays lineup better too, I'll take the Rays -1.5 here to get us started.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Marlins or Rays here on Sunday?
Oh, Drew Rasmussen. I mean, this guy's already a great story, right? I mean, through injuries, skip Tommy John for the brace surgery that they have. I don't know if you pick and choose. I think they tell you what you need, but I mean, nonetheless, he's overcome a lot just to become just one of the best pitchers right now going. So I think he'll come out and have a pretty strong game. I mean, look at the last few outings have just been outstanding. He's hardly given up anything in these last few. Yeah, he goes 5 and 6 innings here. That's no big deal. Tampa, these guys had a wild one yesterday. They were so wild. It was 10-10 after 10 innings, and then or after 9 innings in the 10th inning. You don't even need a runner at second base with those teams. Just let them hit. But it was funny. 11-10 was the final score, and that one. These two have had some high scores, even though we've seen Rasmussen kind of he got one over on these guys already. So I'm going to go with the Miami team total under here. I just think Rasmussen right now is just on fire. I mean, he looked great out there, and he'll probably go just 6. Maybe he can stretch to 7, but probably not. So, but I'm gonna go team total under here for the Marlins, and think that Rasmussen totally does the job in his turn out there, and the bullpen cleans it up.
Yeah, for me here in this one, I like the under here as well. In part to Rasmussen dealing. I think Antonio is in this bullpen game. I think he can. He'll be all right. It is what's he going to go inning? 2 innings best. They get 2 innings out of Antonio here. The Marlins will be happy. And you look at Rasmussen, well, he's going to either go 5 or 6. He averages just a little over 5 innings. And you look at his last 4 starts, he's went 23 innings and hasn't given up an earned run in his last 26 innings of pitching. So he has been dealing, Rasmussen. So I think he deals again, as Ramon alluded to. It was a 4-0 win in and like over the Marlins earlier this season. He went 6 innings, and that one only gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, 5 strikeouts. Give me the under game in this one. I think we get a lower scoring one here on Sunday to kick off the day. It's an early start too. 12 noon game, just after noon, to get it started.
Noon Eastern. Set your alarms on the West Coast.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's early. That's a 10 o'clock game here. So yeah, that's definitely an early start there in that one. All right, let's get on to the next baseball we got rolling here on the Sunday slate. And we're looking at the Arizona. Yes, we're picking on Arizona a little bit. We've definitely honed in on this series for sure. And for me, looking at this one, we're going to go a little different way. I know that last game 2 of the doubleheader yesterday, the Reds blew up Arizona, scored 13. But I think it's a lower scoring one. I think we get the opposite, kind of like what we've seen in that finishing off of the last game on Friday's action on Saturday. It was a 4-3 in that one. This is what I expect here. You look at Zach Gallen. Hey, he has had a stretch where he was awful and definitely giving it up. And then you look at his last start. He actually pitched well in that start. So I think he has another half-decent start. What I've seen is he has one good start, and he follows it up with another good start. And then you look at Singer. Singer's been rolling along himself. He hasn't given up more than 3 runs in his last 4 starts. But he has been averaging giving about 2 or 3 runs. And I think he can deal here against Arizona. I like the under. It's at 9.5. I think bookmakers think we're going to see a pile of runs. I like the other way. Give me the under 9.5 here with the Reds at Arizona on Sunday. Heading on over to Al to get us started here in this one. Really like Arizona or Cincinnati.
Yeah, I like the under a lot in this one, as you just mentioned. Great numbers by these starters against these lineups. So I think they both keep it low scoring, but I would lean towards Brady Singer, just a slightly more consistent starter this season. And the Reds, well, they've been taking care of the series so far. So I'll take a shot. They're a little small dog in this one. I'll take a shot with them to keep their momentum going in the series.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Arizona or Cincinnati?
Yeah, Singer's done a credible job. Look, Gallen needs to have a good start. The problem for Arizona right now is, this situation with this pitching staff. Now with Burns going down, these guys they're screwed. You guys, Arizona's screwed right now with this situation because of the other injuries that they've had as well. They're in a very competitive division right now. I don't know what they're going to do, actually, now that Burns has hit the shelf. They'll need guys like Gallen to step up. Reds did a number on him yesterday. I trust Gallen a little bit, but Singer's done a nice job. I'll take the Reds in the first 5 here in this one. Again, I like the price. Like Al was saying, I don't know if Arizona should be favorite right now. I agree with Al was saying for the full game, too, because don't forget the Reds also are about a run and a half better in the bullpen, I think, so far this season. So that looks like a real good play too. I'll try it early. I'll go with the Diamondbacks with the Reds in the first 5.
Hey, that wraps up the baseball. Let's head on over to the NBA action. Game 2 here on Sunday night. Basically cleared everything out so the NBA could take center stage here on Sunday. That's why they took 2 days off instead of giving it to us yesterday. Kind of basically look at it that the Saturday night was given to the NHL Game 2 action, and everybody tuned into that. Barn burner in that one. And then now we got the NBA taking center stage. It's Ramon's game. He's going to get us started here in this one. Pacers or OKC. Game 2. What do you got for us, Ramon?
Yeah, apparently people like to watch TV on Sunday nights, apparently. So let's have a good one tonight. And, they price on this game, 2 points. I guess Thunder's mad. I guess is going to be their strategy here to blow out the Pacers in the NBA Finals. I think I've got two of the best teams in basketball. I'm willing to take double digits again with the Pacers here. Look, that was a real scramble. They really had to fight for it. Nobody saw it coming there except for themselves. They probably were the only ones with the belief. The one thing that I did say a couple of times in doing some streams on that game was, you know what? The Pacers, they never stop. It's like they don't look at the scoreboard when they're playing. They just keep playing and, try to keep on going. I think that works for them here in this one. So I'm going to try the Pacers here again, plus 11 points now. I think that's what has me attracted to the situation. I understand the Thunder now down. They're great. They're awesome. But they're also 1-3 against the spread in the last 4 games. And Indiana was covering those games against their 7-2 the last 9 here in the playoffs. So I'm going to take these points, guys, with the Pacers again on Sunday night.
Head on over to Al. What do you think here in this NBA Game 2 here on Sunday?
Yeah, I agree with the points on the full game with Ramon getting 11 points here after the comeback they put up in Game 1. I think is a bit too much to pass up on here. So I'll take those as probably my stronger play if you're looking for a slightly different play. Now, you mentioned them getting an extra point or two here on the full game. Well, the bigger adjustments have, maybe not bigger, but I think relatively bigger is on the first half and the first quarter. They were laying 5.5 in the first half on Game 1, now 7.5 and juice. They're laying just 3 points in the first quarter in Game 1, now 4.5 and juice. So definitely tougher numbers to beat there. I'm kind of leaning Pacers all the way here, but again, I think the stronger play is just the full game. If you're looking for a different one, I might lean actually Pacers first half here, getting 7.5 points.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go opposite of that. That's for sure. I'll just stick with what I said. Give me OKC in the first half. It ain't broke. Don't fix it. 8-1 ATS in that first half is OKC. We seen Game 1. What was it? 57-45. So of course they adjusted. They had a double-digit lead, and they have had plenty of double-digit leads here. I would lay up to 8 here in the first half with OKC. They will be mad in the first half. But look what they did in that first half of Game 1. They did their job. It was the second half. They just kind of the Pacers, give it to the Pacers as they always do. Well, we've seen them plenty of times in the second half of games. They make those adjustments and came roaring back. We've seen it plenty of times from the Pacers. So I'm going to avoid the full game for me and just stick with the OKC in the first half here. It's been working for me. It's been working for OKC at 8-1. You look at the Pacers after a win of 6 points or less as well. Only 1-5 ATS in that first half. So bookmakers have adjusted it for a good reason in the first half up to it opened at 6.5. So some people have definitely bet it up to that 7.5 that is juice now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see 8.5. I think it's a 10-point lead at halftime. But then we know second half, bring it down. The fireworks happen in Game 2 usually in the second half of games, especially in the NBA. Hey, that wraps up the cover of the spread for Sunday. And yes, people, maybe it's the return of the Sunday dinner, Ramon, where everybody gets together, family used to get together, have the big Sunday dinner, and then they gather in front of the TV. It used to be Disney for me up here in Canada. It was Sunday night was Disney night. Mm-hmm. Everybody had the Sunday dinner, and then we watched Disney. So maybe Sunday night tonight, everybody's going to have dinner, and we'll watch the NBA Game 2 on Sunday night. So that's just what I remember on Sunday nights. Everybody loved watching TVs.
I was just totally thinking that. I swear to God.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you that tunes in here to cover the spread. As always, hey, let us know what you think of the 3 games we covered here today in the comments section below. And, hey, let's get you that quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at here, we got the Marlins taking on the Rays. This is Al's game. He says with Rasmussen on the mound, lay the Rays -1 here in this one. And then the next game we looked at, we got Arizona taking on the Reds. Get a lower scoring one, I think. Singer and Zach Gallen deal here in this one. Give me the under 9.5 in this one. And then the NBA Game 2, we got Ramon on the Pacers here. Grab the points. Hey, they're giving you more points than what they did in Game 1. Totally disrespecting the Pacers there. Grab the Pacers plus the points in that one here on Sunday. Hey, thanks, everybody. Let's finish off the weekend winning. Crush it. And as always, what are we doing here? We are Cover the spread!